persona and training and so on and so forth. And it's the complete package of Motivate and power, production, so on and so forth. The kit of how to be, basically. Stepping stones on how to project and motor, progressive. So it's the perfect reflect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect passage and pathway of reflect. It's the perfect game of how to be reflection. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think what I'm getting at is, I think about some of the biggest stars in the world, movie stars, and take, for instance, say a Harrison Ford, a man who has been very, very famous for decades. And you think about an average kid, an average teenager, a young adult, or even people in their 30s or beyond, they've seen some Harrison Ford movies. Maybe they'll see Harrison Ford on their screens or their movie screens once every few weeks or months or whatever the case may be. But for so long, you and, your Saved by the Bell show have been on television screens multiple times a day, every day. And there's so many kids who grew up watching multiple times a day, every day. To a big segment of people, you are among the most famous people in their world. Do you feel like people react like that when they see you, when they meet you? Does it feel like they feel like they know you?
I think there's a similarity or a familiarity with basic standing, but I know that they are basically, mainly altogether, they are associating with a projective, a character that we have trained, built, and mastered. So that would be the main frame that they're associating with at all.
Okay. Well, let's go back, because you've been in the entertainment world for so very long, and I was reading up on your history, and you actually moved to California as a child, and you first dipped your toes into acting when you were like 2 years old. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And so, truly, as someone who showed the traits of a natural-born performer from the very, very beginning, and a young veteran of the game, what was it like? It looks to me like you started when you were young, and then perhaps a little bit later into your early teens is when you had another renewed push for your acting career. What was it like to make that such a big part of your life while you were still so young, while you were still growing up?
Well, it was interesting. It was a professional note to make. It was a very important stage to step upon. And it happened to be filled with all of the high-end activities that happen to appeal to a particular area of my nature. that welcomed excitement. So it was, the perfect format to explore many avenues that I took particular interest in at that time, and certainly had the character and element to be ordered to be able to make the necessary interns and angles required to particularly do well in that chamber and arena. And it happened to majorly unfold, and I was certainly
yeah, you definitely found a lot.
Enough, available enough, and I happened to be able to step right up and do it, and go on about and complete. And it's been it's been a massive achievement that has a nice place to this day. So it's a nice colorful marking, we'll say.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, you did a lot of guest shots on different TV shows and stuff, even before Good Morning Miss Bliss and then Saved by the Bell. How did you feel about comedy? Was that really your goal and your focus was to be in comedies? Because I kind of felt like you were truly, even among the rest of the cast in Saved by the Bell, you were naturally gifted. You were a standout as far as just having that natural sense of comic timing. You seemed born for it. Did you enjoy comedy?
Comedy is it's an entry that has a particular rhythm that is noted and changeable, and it got varied platforms and levels, and it really tests one's awareness and intuition, and to get in there and play your skill is really we'll say tantalizing, but it's really it's basically when you're it's quite a challenge, and the championship is all about the solo achievement, and when you master the skill and tone, it's quite entertaining, enjoyable, and
fulfilling.
Quite.
And you guys actually did perform on Saved by the Bell in front of a studio audience a lot of the time, right? Was that like an extra source of fulfillment to have a live crowd sort of egging you on and appreciating what you were doing?
It was nice to